Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Tiger 1. It's the Panzerkampfwagen 6 Aslains H. It's the Tier 7 German heavy tank. It's located on the northeast spawn of Arctic region under the command of hoti89 of the NLR clan. Well, that was quite a mouthful to start with, but this is quite an important tank because most players who come into World of Tanks want to play the Tiger. This is the Tier 7 version, not the premium one, not the Tiger 131. No, this is the full-blooded Tiger with the long gun, the L71, the one that's capable of doing extreme damage to Tier 8 tanks. Well, I say extreme damage, but it's pretty good tank at that. Obviously, Tigers, most of them actually had the 88mm gun, capable of 280 alpha, 203mm pen, and 1,000 meters per second. He's just spotted an AMX over there, and a T52 puts one round in, 277. Now, as I said, with 280, that's a low roll. The standard reload by the book is 7.48 seconds, and Hoti has got a reload of, let's have a look, I'm looking for it. Oh, he got him. 6.22 seconds is his reload, so he's knocked a second and a bit off. Now, Hoti's about to have one of his best games of his life. I don't mind telling you that straight at the start. It's not going to spoil anything. It's just going to make you watch all the more tightly to see how he does it. Okay, well, first kill already. Who's next? Well, he's found an IS-2 shielded, and as you know, the IS-2 was basically a response to the German Tiger. They actually saw the Tigers at the Battle of Kursk, and the Germans, the Russians wanted a 122mm gun to actually be able to defeat the Tigers. They did have the 85mm armed T-34-85s towards the end of the war, but the IS-2 shielded is definitely an end-of-war game, and you saw how he dealt with that IS-2. He went straight for the weak spot on the cupola and plunked around right through it twice to take him out of the game. Okay, not getting through the Gopher at the moment, but he is aiming for the right spots. And he gets that one through. One more to kill. Oh, no, somebody else got him. Notice how he is actually dealing with the enemy. This is a Tier 7 game. He's a Tier 7 heavy, so obviously he's top dog. And he's showing it as well. That's his third kill. And now he's got to deal with a T-25-2. Now, only one shot necessary for that one. But there are more enemy tanks just around the corner. In fact, he's got a CDT and he's got a crocodile to deal with now. There are Tier 6 tanks in this game. Oh, didn't get that one in where he wanted. But he can do it again. Bounces one round. This is the sort of Tiger handling that we actually have come to respect in the game. Of course, the Tiger did have a formidable reputation. There you go, CDT out the game. Crocodiles next. Yes, it did actually take quite a few tanks to bring down a Tiger, and they're not joking when in Fury, where they actually show four M4s going down. I think it was four went down. Fury was the only one that survived. Yes, because one got killed straight away in the column. Another 3 got wiped out as they were approaching the Tiger, and then Fury got the kill shot. So look at this. There's only 5 enemies left. Oh, he got his top gun. There are 5 enemy tanks to bring down, but he's only one of 2 left in the battle, and his teammate, who happens to be in a AMX 1375, is being fired on by that Comet. When he gets one round into the Comet, can he get another one in? It's going to need it. Oh, Crocodile. Well, Crocodile then hits him in the tracks, and he just wipes out the Crocodile with one round. There's a Strip 74 over there. Out. We're being hit by both now. Oh, we killed the Comet with that shot. Bit of a snapshot. And that was the Arty stunning us. Enemy Arty in this game's an SU-8. It looks to me... Oh! And he lost his driver, but now he can deal with the problem there'll be. It's going to take at least 2 more shots to kill the guy. He's not going to be able to wipe him out unless he gets an ammo rack. Gets one into the engine bay. This should be a kill shot. Now, turn your turret quick. That's the problem they had in Fury. They couldn't turn their turret fast enough. And that's a Pools medal for killing 10 enemy tanks. And there's still 2 to kill, including the Arty. Okay, so we've been tracked. We've got a Striv 74 out there who's already had a round into us. The SU-8 is pummeling us with its HE rounds. Of course, 152mm. And you can see where we lost the driver was, I think, that shot there, rather than the one that cut across. Oh, Striv. Have to deal with him first. Gets us in the tracks. He'll go down with 1 shot. Put it on target. And we're reloading. APCR. We don't need APCR. 1 shot should be enough. He's gone. Just the SU-8 now. And that's 11 kills already. Oh, very close. The SU-8 now is going to get a bit worried, I should think, at the very least. In fact, he could try to run away, but if he does, he'll probably get hit by Arty. He's very good on the ball, on the snapshot. Now, the SU-8, obviously, you should know, is a fictional Arty because it, although they designed it, they never actually put them together because, of course, the T28 was cancelled before they actually started producing them. There's the SU-8. He is trying to run away. It would be his best option to try and get a... Oh, he got that one in. Can he get the second? He's trying to get away. No, he couldn't get it. So head towards the cap. You're not going to be able to chase an SU-8. You just haven't got the speed to do it. 40 kilometers an hour is the maximum speed of the Tiger 1. Whereas the SU-8, well, he can do more than that, much more. Over 50 kilometers an hour. In fact, I seem to recall it may be something like 55 kilometers an hour. I'm going to check that actually, just to make absolutely certain. You're not going to be able to get him. Even if he gets to the other end to cap, he won't stay in the cap for very long. Actually, funnily enough, it's 48 kilometers now, not as fast as I thought. So, did he fall in? I don't think so. Well, be careful. I'd just go and cap. There's no point in trying to chase that last kill if you've already got what you wanted. No, nobody over there. You're getting further away from the cap area, and you need to be in that cap area. He's got plenty of time. He eliminated most of the enemy very quickly, but you can't chase that Arty because he's always going to get away from you. Just 8 kilometers an hour difference, but it's more than enough. No, I think he has to accept. Hoti has to head towards the enemy cap. He's got a responsibility to his teammates to win the game. And the best way to do that is to get in the cap and start capping. Yeah, I think he's realised now there's no point. He can't get that last kill. He doesn't need to. And he's got plenty of time on the clock. He has to assume that if the SU-8 does get a reset at least once, then he's going to have to start again. Yeah, he's having a good look, sort of like tactical perspective to say, is he anywhere nearby? This is what the Tiger 1 really was built to do, to dominate the battlefield. At Kursk, the Battle of Kursk, there were loads of these, and they were killing T-34s left, right, and centre. But even the T-34s got really, really dangerous and very close to the Tigers. In fact, they were actually milling in and between them towards the end of the battle. That's why some of the T-34s were able to get rounds into the rear of the Tiger to take them down. Okay, so it's going to have to be a cap, but we're going to see some shells raining in. Ideally, he needs to place himself in a position where it makes it really difficult for the Arty to work out where he is. And that's not to touch anything inside the circle, and ideally pick a spot where he can sit quite clearly without the enemy spotting him. Unfortunately, it means also that the enemy Arty might get close enough to work out where he is. And there's the first shell. Lands in the ground behind him. So we're going to be looking to the north to see where these shells are coming from. Now he could play Arty Lotto. He could move to the last known position that the shell arrived. And we can see now that the Su-8 is way over on the other side of the battlefield. He's probably in grid squares 89 or 80. And he's staying as close to the edge as he dares without being outside it. And another shell lands. He's got plenty of time. And the Arty, well, he'll just keep pumping those shells in. If he really wants to defend the medal, he'd have to get a lot closer. Well, he was in that position for a brief moment. So the Arty was picking a decent spot to fire at. And of course the Su-8 does fire rather quickly. Last shell. There it is. And that's it. The Arty has lost and the Tiger has won. And that's a victory for hoti89. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for hoti89 in the Tiger 1, the tier 7 German heavy. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 8 in that game. He also got a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. In fact, I think he received damage from a lot more than 4. He also got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Shellproof for blocking more damage than the hit points of your own vehicle and surviving the battle. He got a Pools medal for getting at least 10 kills. In fact, he got 11. The only reason he didn't get 12 was because, of course, he couldn't chase an Su-8 and get away with it. The Su-8 driver did get away, but unfortunately, all he could do was then fire shells into the cap area to try and nick hoti89, get a reset for a defender. He didn't do it. And there was an Invader medal for Hoti because he capped out and won. He also got a Steel Wall for blocking the most damage in the game, at least 11 hits, over 1,000 hit points of damage. A High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game, and he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. And just look at the number of tanks there that he hit in that game. Massive. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, the highest damage in the game was 4,687 hit points, and that went to hoti89. Second highest damage turned out to be the Su-152 on the enemy team with 1,847. And the third highest damage, well, that goes to the AMX1357, who managed 1,711 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, we can see that Hoti got the highest number of those, 11. 3 kills went to the Churchill Crocodile, 2 kills went to the Su-152 and the Cromwell B and the P43 Biz on the enemy team. And in 4th place, you could say, well, it's just about everyone else with just 1 kill or nothing. But there was only 2 other players on his own team who actually managed to get kills in that game. He managed to win it basically single-handed. He carried the team on his back. When it came to base XP, he's the only one to get over 1,000. Just look at that, 1,895 base experience points. So he absolutely walloped that one. 725 was the next highest, and that was the A43 BP, the Black Prince prototype, as well as the MX1375 on his own team, who managed 637 base. He fired 30 rounds, which is surprising because you actually get 72 rounds in total. And so, in actual fact, he used less than half his ammo. 25 direct hits on the enemy, 22 penetrations, 4,687 hit points of damage, of which 915 were at more than 300 meters. He received 22 hits from the enemy in that game. 6 of those were penetrations, 14 non-penetrations, and 7 hits by way of splash damage. The SU-8 was being increasingly accurate and getting good shots and tracking him. 2,345 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, that was the SU-8. 13 enemy vehicles damaged, 11 killed. And that means only 2 enemy tanks were not hit by him in that game. And 65 hit points of damage assistance in the game. He got 100 capture points to win the game. He also suffered a loss, 63,481 credits lost out of the game, mostly down to ammunition because he was using premium ammo at some of the moments to make sure he had the penetration. Of course, he was doing something that was quite incredible in terms of getting that number of kills and being that lethal on the battlefield. His experience points, though, look at that, 14,215, and that was without any bonus, just a ×5 game where he performed well. I think he might have had a bonus, actually. I'm looking at that now, thinking that's not 5 times that. So, yes, I think there was a bonus in there, but what replays is not showing us what the bonus is. So what a great game. Congratulations, hoti89. I do have a lot of your replays sitting in my book ready to do, but the thing is, that obviously we're an Arty channel. We do tend to focus on Arty games. And so some of your tank games haven't got done yet, but they are still in the list and they will get done eventually. I can promise you that. But fantastic game in the Tiger 1. It makes me want to go out there and play my Tiger straight away, my real Tiger, my Tiger 1, and have a great time. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.